What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out your card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like it.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Man, listen. It has been 7 weeks, and I'm thinking more than that. But I am excited to be with y'all. And listen, y'all, everybody's in the spot. I almost messed it up, but I didn't no more. Let's bring the family on. I know y'all want to see my ugly mug. What is up, everybody?
What it do?
What up? What up?
My God. I thought I was going to kill my... Oh, no, I'm about to say stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all so much. Hey, Miss Toria, she been waiting, y'all. Hey, ma'am.
I
Yeah.
ain't had no therapy. I done went off on 9, 10, 11, 12 people. I ain't had no therapy.
Listen, hey, Miss CC, good to see you. Listen, I know we are back. We are here. I'm so sorry, y'all. And everything is good. Kenny off work. And
CC.
Is you off work, Kenny, yet?
No, I mean, I'm back on a semi-regular schedule.
All right.
Not
All right.
like you, not like you.
Like you was. All right. Like we got him today, y'all. We here today. Yeah. So listen, I ain't gonna play around. I told the folks we gonna go in here easy. I ain't talked to them since they seen y'all. So listen, y'all know how we do it. I know y'all getting them income taxes. Please, y'all. We just get to get that therapy in. So if you like what you're hearing today, by all means, share a little bit. I think the Cash App's still the same. But what's been up? I ain't seen y'all all year. I barely talked to y'all. Devin, how many trips you been on this year already?
You know what? We done messed up, got new jobs. They done restricted us. Your girl done accepted a director role somewhere.
Oh,
so I'm kind of limited, but the trips that I've planned. So
you're going. I heard you're going. I said yes.
Congrats, sweetheart.
Yes, my brother, Black. Happy belated birthday to my other brothers. Thank y'all so much. We are a year older.
I made it.
What you been doing, man?
Man, just absorbing the blows, my brother.
Well, listen, I know it, man. Body blows,
Yes, sir.
Blows to the face.
But life is good. Life is good.
Yes, sir. Listen, Kenny down there with his uniform on, man. Got the stripes on, everything. What's up, big dog? Good to see you, man.
Nothing, man. Hey, man, just rocking and rolling in 2025.
I'll tell you,
glad to be alive.
You flying airplanes? Like what we doing?
The grandbaby got him headset.
Stop it. Here we go. It's just a little Adidas. It's my little Adidas shirt.
I love the way my brother dress. I love it.
Yeah. Listen, she gonna throw the shade and tell you how much she loves you. So, yeah,
that look like pilot stripes. Don't act like you didn't see it.
Oh my goodness, man! I can't listen, y'all. We got to do about 4 hours a night, but I'm just playing. Okay.
Now you know.
Yes, I know.
You know I'm gonna be tipping up out of here.
You will be leaving. I'm not playing. I made the show nice and easy for us today because we're gonna ease on into this thing this year. So yes. Carol says, congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you.
Yes. So listen, I got a few things I want to bring up and then we'll get on about this. So, I didn't get to do my last show for before we got out here last year. So I have to introduce a couple things to us, and I wanted to bring to our attention what we talked about last year, and y'all tell me if that happened for us. So I want y'all to take a look at what we said last year, and y'all tell me whether or not these things happen for y'all around here, and then we'll keep it moving. Let's see what we talked about last year. This year, all right, 40. That is okay. Well, listen, y'all. Y'all know how I do it. I'm not changing. I'm gonna be who I am. I got a question. So, what are you expecting in the year of 2024? What do you plan to get out of this year?
Clarity.
Okay, clarity. I like it.
To go to Pound Town more often.
I need you to drink more often, kid. I'm loving this.
I'm loving it. My brother.
Mine. Okay, so is this gonna be like Lee gonna be the straight guy? And you finna listen. I can't take all three of y'all cutting up down. This ain't gonna work out. So okay, well. Where's Nihar when you need him? Nihar? I'm just teasing. You gonna watch later. Okay, Black. What you expecting this year?
Financial stability, even more.
Okay. All right. That's some good stuff, y'all. Well, listen. I'll just say that. Well, listen. I guess we should start with Kenny.
Yeah, man, I totally forgot about that.
Well, Kenny, I mean, inquiring minds would like to know, Kenny, is he getting some pound town in?
Well, unfortunately, my GPS wasn't working. So I couldn't even find a damn town. So no, it didn't happen.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh, that's too funny. Well, Devin, I guess you got you a new job, so I guess everything worked out, huh?
I mean,
okay, all right. I ain't getting your pocket.
I mean, I'm grateful. Let's just
that
say.
Is. Yeah. Well, Black, you was really conservative in your thoughts.
Mine, I made it happen.
Good.
I truly did, in a real way. I eliminated a car note. I pay $400 less in rent. Wow. I live as if that $800 don't exist. It immediately goes to my savings account. I am also up for a promotion.
Okay.
So I'm able to talk to these dumb sons of bitches with a lot more sense of mind, knowing that a little more savings happen.
Oh my God. Well, that's what's up, man. Listen, I can't. A lot done happened and since we've been gone, and most of it probably ain't gonna let these internet streets know all that. But I guess the most notable thing, my son, he enlisted into the Air Force.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and so my wife she's not too happy, but it's the Air Force.
Yeah,
it ain't the Army, it ain't the Marines.
He could have made a few extra blocks and ran by and got my son.
I do. Thank you.
Well, listen, he know if he didn't, I was gonna become his Sergeant Carter. He was gonna be my Goma Pal, so he already knew what time it was. So yeah, he go swear in about 2 weeks.
Okay,
so, that's awesome.
Yeah, so shout out to my son for that. But he owed me some money, so I got to get mine first before we get out here because he did some things. Okay, well listen, Miss Toria, I'm with you. Devin said she keeping up with them prices, and eggs went way up already, and gas ain't came down. But I got some talk about here a little bit. We'll get to it.
if they quit throwing all them eggs at the illegals, they the price may go down on
them. Man, listen, y'all asked for them and y'all got them, and we're gonna let y'all have them too. But we'll move on from there. So, all right, so let's keep it moving. So what I wanted to ask, and again, I'm only asking. We may not be able to do it, but in your mind, what do we not want to talk about this year? What do y'all think? One thing we should probably try to stay away from this year. I start, so just to give y'all a moment to think. I thought about what I don't want to be talking about no more this year is them doggone Cowboys.
Well, you know that ain't gonna happen. So,
man, okay, all right. I'm just saying, bro. The new hire, and I let Kenny do that on his own time, but I mean, you know, that's just me scratching the surface. I got one more, but what y'all think we probably should try to not talk about this year?
Well, I see that CC says politics, so we gonna do politics because we have a responsibility to keep you informed, and to keep each other uplifted. Having said that, I don't want to make Trump the central figure in everything that we do.
Will not.
We only 1 week into his presidency. I'm already done.
Yeah, I'm wore out. I can't even watch the news like I used to. I'm tired, y'all, and we got to do 3 more Januaries of this. So no, I don't know. Sister, what should we try? I said try. I ain't gonna say we're gonna do it, but we're gonna try not to talk about it.
Until something significant happens, I don't want to talk no more about Diddy.
Okay, yeah,
I agree.
We did a good job last year. Now listen, they coming out the woodworks like roaches now. Because
I agree with you.
Yeah, they talking a lot now. But again, I only respect a couple of them because they've been talking since day one about him. So for the rest of you clowns, y'all can go kick rocks. Brother Kenny, Mr. Pound Town himself. Sir, what should we try to stay away from this year?
Oh, well, I know I'm gonna stay away from the council culture that we are so big to do in the Black community. I mean, my thing is this: we need to quit worshiping these celebrities and athletes, and if they do something you don't like, I mean, why cancel them? Just don't rock with them.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, just don't get all, you know, you ain't got to be all negative on their social media posts. Just like, you know, we talking about what just happened with Snoop and Nelly and Soulja Boy with them performing. So I'm done with this cancel culture stuff. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I think we stay on task pretty well with most of these things. Miss Torres says she don't want to talk about Taylor Swift no more.
I agree with that too.
I don't think we bring that up. This ain't that show.
That ain't going nowhere either.
Yeah,
we don't. But I dismiss her. I agree with.
Yeah, for sure. No, 100%. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we just getting back in the swing things, telling everybody hello, and so we just gonna keep this thing moving, Brother Kenny. Listen, we bringing him back. I got a new segment. I ain't gonna tell you about it yet, but I got a new segment I'm gonna come up with. But I'm working on it right now. So Kenny, man, good to see you. Nice outfit and everything, brother.
Okay, yeah, I fly a Spirit, by the way. Yeah, so if you want to, I can get you wherever you want to go. You may not get there safely, but I damn sure am gonna get you there.
You must be, now listen, you talking about the liquor store too, ain't you?
Well, Pound Town too. You want to go there too?
You know what? Let me go get my commercials. I forgot about Let me go get my commercials. Man, what you got on the agenda? I know we can't cover.
Man, and I'm gonna keep it quick because I know you know we've been away for a while. Obviously, you mentioned the Cowboys with their with that crazy hire that they did a couple of days ago with Brian Schottenheimer. I ain't really gonna talk about that. But we're just gonna talk about what's going on now, and it's Super Bowl 59.
Yeah,
going down in the Big Easy, February 9th, and guess what? We got a rematch of the Eagles and the Chiefs, which I actually picked. And before I get into that and ask you guys about that, I gotta say congratulations to brother Brenton Haynes. If y'all didn't know, he was the winner of the TFT Tonight Football Pick 3 contest. He got a little bit of my money. I hope he didn't spend it all in one place. I hope you enjoyed yourself with it.
I paid for a little pound myself on it, yes, sir. No,
that's too much information. They didn't know all that.
I'm just playing.
Maybe I need to start paying anyway, I digress. But anyway, we got Super Bowl 59 coming up. A lot of people some people saying they're tired of the Chiefs. It is what it is, but we got the Chiefs and the Eagles going down in New Orleans. And I just want to get you guys' thoughts on the playoffs, on this, especially on the games yesterday. What's your thoughts? who you think gonna take this thing. But we're not gonna talk about picks today because we're gonna wait till we get closer. But I just want to get you guys' thoughts on those championship games yesterday. I'm gonna start with you, Brother Black. What's your thoughts on it?
Both of the games were brilliant. Very different game. One high score and the other was a heavyweight slug out. And I picked with my heart, not with my head, and I didn't have a dog in the race. So I'm happy with the results either way, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching those games. It was magnificent to watch them play at such a high level and both teams execute. And it came down to mistakes and turnovers and, rising to the occasion. And it was everything I could hope for in those games. So I loved every minute of it yesterday.
And Miss Toria put a comment back up for me, Brother Brendan. That's been a hot topic for the last 2 or 3 weeks. People believe that the officiating has definitely been favoring the Chiefs for the last couple of years. I call it hogwash. I don't believe it because a lot of those teams that they were playing still had opportunities to win those games. They hadn't been blowing nobody out. So I want to ask you, Miss Devin, I know you kind of big on the conspiracy theories too. You think the refs have been actually rooting for the Chiefs and giving them a little help?
I actually watched that game. That was the only one I watched though. And I did think that was it was a little weird yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think they got the, Taylor Swift, who I heard is, she might be a witch on the side. She might be pulling a little hocus pocus and making things happen in the background. Cause y'all know he don't like that girl. Did y'all see that girl he was with, that black chick?
Yes, Lord.
He went from that to he don't like that girl, but she know witchcraft. And she her uncle is probably working on the field. So I do believe there was I'm sick of him. Can I just be honest? I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, but if he sprang an ankle for about 4, 5, 6 games, that'll make me feel better. I'm over him.
Damn.
I actually think they're gonna win, but I'm still sick of it.
All right. Well, we want you to hold that pick. We're gonna talk a little bit more about these two when we get closer to the Super Bowl. Brother Brendan, let's kind of switch gears. I want to ask you about Mr. Saquon Barkley. The reason I want to ask because I think right now, in my opinion, he should be the MVP. I think the Giants are hitting themselves, kicking themselves in the butt for letting him walk. And he's went to Philly and resurrected his career. Is he the guy now for the Eagles or is it Jalen Hurts?
Well, no. Well, listen, Jalen took him there before. So again, but I think, I wouldn't even really call it a resurrection. He just he getting his due. You know what I'm saying? He deserves this, man. And we didn't know how I really didn't know how good he was because he was on a really sucky team, right? It's almost like Barry Sanders 2.0. This is what this really reminds me of, right? Had Barry gone to the Cowboys, oh my God, man, that nobody would be talking about breaking no records then, bro. But this is what this kind of remind me of, him doing that. And so again, I know he gonna win the Player of the Year with the whole jumping backwards things and and all that kind of stuff. So I think the Eagles did a great job. I think what's going around social media now is that those little clips of the Giants coaches and staff talking about
the Hard Knocks clip,
and even with the kid telling him one of the kids telling dad to pick Jaden Daniels. It's like, man, you guys are idiots, bro. So again, hindsight is 20. But I think Saquon, he's not gonna get it, of course, because it's always been pretty much given to the quarterback. But no, it's the right fit, man. It's almost like the Deion going to the 49ers and then going to the Cowboys type of situation, man. Like, I don't think they would go to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for Saquon. I'll be honest with you that.
I agree.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Again, the Chiefs are looking to make NFL history. They looking to three-peat. That's never been done before. Patrick Mahomes is looking to win 4 Super Bowls in his 7-year career.
Crazy.
And if he does that, I think obviously there's no doubt about it. The GOAT talk is between him and Brady. He's going to close the gap.
It's over for me. It's over.
Yeah.
He's going to get more.
Y'all know I love TB12. But if he win this one, it's over.
Yeah. So again, we're looking forward to it. I read on Front Office Sports today that the early ticket prices for the Super Bowl I think are starting around $4,600. That's basically $2,000 cheaper than last year's Super Bowl, which was in Las Vegas. Yeah. Crazy. So right now, that's the early ticket prices. So it may be if you want to go to the New Orleans, get a ticket. You can get a little cheaper this year compared to last year. So, and if you want to, I can get you a one-way ticket on Spirit. I got you. Just holler at your boy. We're going to get you there. We might not get you there safely, but we're going to get you there. I'm done. Back to you, Brad.
Wait. Now, why you up there? Let me ask you one question. Because I really, even for Lamar and Lamar Jackson losing, it's really interesting. Like I'm halfway glad that Josh Allen lost too.
Me too.
Because now all the stigma don't have to just be on Lamar. Because Josh can't get there either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
And so that's interesting to me. I wanted to see what you thought about that because it's like I feel like Josh losing too doesn't put all that pressure on Lamar now.
It does change the narrative. And here's an interesting stat.
Yes.
Between the matchup between Allen and Mahomes. Allen is 4-0 in the regular season versus Mahomes. In the playoffs, he's 0-4 versus Mahomes.
Yeah.
So that pretty much is the stat that pretty much, ends that conversation. And I totally agree. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. He's my favorite quarterback anyway. The Ravens are my AFC team. And I think at the end of the day, I think there's no debate. I think Lamar Jackson is that dude. And I'm not saying Josh Allen is trash because I think he's a great quarterback too. But I think, if I had to choose between the two, I'm going Lamar Jackson.
And let me add my part of that, Brenton.
Sure.
We try to pretend many times that it's not about race. Race is always an underlying factor.
Yeah.
We might as well Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right.
Had Josh Allen won that game, as you said, the narrative today would have been how great he is, even without him winning the Super Bowl. But him losing, it now puts Mahomes in the category of Michael Jordan. And they were literally saying it today. It's like now you can truly acknowledge Jackson, Allen, some of the other quarterbacks. They just aren't able to win in the Patrick Mahomes era the same way Jordan kept Karl Malone, Barkley, and Patrick Ewing out of it.
Yeah.
It absolutely helps.
Yeah. So, it's not the Tom Brady and Peyton Manning situation because Peyton finally got one. But, yeah, you're right. Until they dethrone this boy, I don't even think Tom's going to move over. He's just going to have to just step down because this boy got a lot more miles on him, man.
Yes, sir.
He got a lot more miles on him, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll move on. Good boy. Hey, look at that. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Sherry?
Yeah, I hope everything's well. I hope your husband is doing all the things he's supposed to be doing to you, like he's supposed to be. Okay, well, listen, y'all. I got to bring it back this year, and I just felt like we just got to keep on because these boys are getting worse and worse out here. But I want to speak to my evangelicals. And, this who y'all asked for. And is God's man in the White House? Because if he is he doing the work of the Lord? So I'm just asking my family again. We ain't gonna stay on it long. I'll start with sister so I can get her in and out. You know what I'm saying? But is God's man in the White House now, sister?
Damn well Satan is all up and through Pennsylvania Avenue. But I'll also like to say that this is the first time I have spoken of him since the last time I spoke on this show. I don't even speak of him at all. And my family knows it as well because my sister, she's real big on like social media and she'll hear like just crazy negative things. Like she act like he gonna have a picking cotton next month or something. So I'm like, stay off of social media, quit looking at stuff. So I've got them to kind of follow the same course. So I don't talk about him, but Lucifer.
Kenny, is he doing the work of the Lord these last 7 days?
Depends on what Lord he's serving.
Well, come on now.
You know how I feel about it. I mean, the bigger question: has God's man ever been in the White House?
Well,
even prior to him. So, but y'all know how I feel about the convicted felon. I'm like Lady D. I don't even really acknowledge that dude, but I know we got to talk. I do keep up with it, but I don't really speak of it because, I just think that's negative energy, and I'm not trying to have all that negative energy, especially from that convicted felon, all up in my brain.
Yeah.
So I just leave him be. And the people that love him, I leave them be too, because I done cut them off too. Somebody asked me, you gonna cut off somebody for their political beliefs? I'm like, yeah, you damn right. If they support Trump, I damn sure am gonna cut him off. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
It is what it is. Listen, I just found out something though, because the way Trump handling business down there in DC, I found out where all that baby oil Diddy had went to the Republicans, because them boys over left and right.
Yeah, he is,
man. So I mean, Black, is God's man in the White House?
Yes. My answer is yes.
Yes, sir. We'll hear from you.
But I love your reaction, but not in a way that most people would take it. Okay. I truly believe in my heart that all things happen for the glory of God, and I think this is part of a divine plan. In my serious studies of the scriptures, I'm not saying this facetiously. When you think about Jesus, when he walked the earth, he could have saved Lazarus. He purposely waited till he died for it to make a statement about the greatness of God by bringing a dead man back to life. When Nimrod walked the earth, God allowed him to be able to build a tower till he beat his chest, and we're going to build a tower to curse God in the heavens. And that was when God confused their languages in the town of Babel. And that's how we got the languages we have today, spreading us around. I believe with every fiber of my being, the Antichrist, and if you will, the anti-God, I believe the rhetoric and the things that he's doing is all a part of a divine plan that ultimately is leading to what my studies talks about as the Great Tribulation and ultimately Armageddon. So when I told folks from the beginning that I live close to the ground so I don't have that far to fall, and I positioned myself towards the end of 2024 to be able to absorb this blow, let's wait for this 100 days. We will be in a new world reality. And what the thing that I'm proud about Black people, we're the most resilient people on the face of the planet. He's beating his chest right now, folks. But I believe this is all part of the divine plan, one that will not succeed. Because there's an old saying, he got all these things he's going to do. Man plans and God laughs.
Listen, and I guess that's why we all born in the same month, because I actually going to have to take my side with Lee. But here it is from a different perspective, because I don't believe it's the way that it's being portrayed in this country of who he's working for. Yes, we're all working for the same God. It just depends on what the benefit is for you. And I'm reminded again about, Nebuchadnezzar. He was the king who oppressed the Israelites, and he was actually doing it under the authority of God. So I'm finna tell y'all something. Y'all better put y'all seatbelts on, because God's man is working, but he ain't be working on your behalf. I'm just saying that. So at the end of the day, is God's man in office? What you think, TJ?
Hell to the no!
You just you should have done that while I was drinking.
I just said he need to be worried about Diddy, so that's all right. Anyway, he all right. Anyway, what you say, Mr. Horia? The people that built that White House is haunting him. He is scared and doesn't like it there. No, that's why he set up shop in Mar-a-Lago too, right? I know that's right. Oh, okay. Well, listen, y'all, we doing really good. Kenny, I'm doing all right on time too. Look at you, boy. I'm making it happen today, man. Listen, now I don't know. You didn't tell me you was or wasn't, so
No, I got something. I was just gonna wait.
Oh, shoot. Well, surprise us all, honey. Come on, dig in that business. You got your bigger shovel this year?
Y'all have no idea how much I've been minding my business, and I didn't take my old behind back in school because them folks talk about you got to have an MBA, and so I got to finish it. Thank God I already started it, so I'm finishing that. It's just a lot going on. I said I ain't got time to get nobody's business. But the people in the streets was saying that Michelle, my big sister, she was somewhere getting her nails done during the
inauguration
president's funeral, and when it was time for the inauguration. Then that day she was getting her toes done. So I'll leave my comment. But what do y'all think about Mrs. Obama not making an appearance at both the funeral and the inauguration? And is it okay for her to protect her peace, or is it a little bit disrespectful because she is, you know what I'm saying, the wife of a former president? I'm gonna start with you, Brent.
Listen, I rocks with Michelle, and listen, after what homeboy did before he left, anybody can do whatever they want to do. Yeah. I mean, the dude didn't even show. The dude wasn't even trying to put the boy in office. No, Michelle is doing what everybody's saying. And again, that's how I don't like people that's not like Michelle around me. Like, I got to keep it 100. I don't pretend. If I don't like you, you'll know it. Like, we don't play like that. Like, there's none of that playing around. Like, listen, when you done something to me, I don't care, we're at church, school, whatever. Me and you ain't getting along until you come and you want to make things right. I'm cool with making things right. But if you're gonna sit over there, don't come shaking my hand. Say, hey, what we doing now? We don't shake hands. Yeah, we don't. So no, she's showing everybody how real niggas do, and that's how we do. We don't play that. So no, I'm down.
Kenny, you heard all the rumors that folks be making up. They really were making me mad at first, but then, like I say, I just get off social media trying to imply that Barack and Michelle may be having relationship problems, and there's a separation lingering in the background, and that's why she's not present. Even though since then, to debunk those rumors, they've posted a photo together. But do you think there could be some sort of trouble in their personal life?
I mean, I think, with them, anybody that's been married before, can speak to this. Every day ain't gonna be peaches and cream. And just because, they the president and the former first lady, they were married and they still human beings, so they probably have issues too. So I don't think it's rocky, but I wouldn't be surprised if there may have been a little bit of, hey, trying to figure this thing out after the White House, because, now they got to get back to really being married. Those 8 years, it's a little different. Now they really got to figure out who they are and where they are and how strong is their marriage. As far as her not attending both those events, I rocks with Michelle Obama. She's a Capricorn, so I'm always going to rock with them Caps. And she was the most authentic of all the ones, because I didn't like the fakeness of Barack Obama sitting there chewing it up with Donald Trump. I thought that was fake, in my opinion. After all the ish he talked, but I do give the convicted felon that he'll talk. He's honest. He gonna talk ish about you, but he was being fake too by trying to be buddy and chummy with him at that funeral. No, keep that same energy when you talking noise about him, talking that type thing. So no, I don't have a problem with Michelle Obama not being either one of those events.
Okay, Black, what were your thoughts on it?
I agree with my brothers, my fellow Capricornians, and out of all of the people in this whole sad saga, my respect for her has only grown. Brother Kenny said it there. During the Kamala's, Michelle made it plain and clear what she thought of him. She didn't hold back. And rather than be a hypocrite about it, she stood on business, as we say. And I'm going to go even further, Brother Kenny. I don't think it's necessarily about the 8 years after they left the office. I think they probably addressed that. My respect for her as a Black woman is through the roof, because if you've been in a relationship, and all of us here have been married, you can speak to this. When you got a true Black wife, how many times, my brothers, have you wanted to go somewhere and your woman said, well, you can go, but I'm not going.
That's true.
And maybe the argument of disconnect is that conversation right there in the home. Think about relationships we in, and we've all been in them, where, well, baby, it can even be family members. Well, I gotta go, this and that. Well, you can go, but I'm not going. And I respect her 1,000 times even more. And I'm gonna give a little credit to Mike Pence's wife. She didn't shake his hand.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
not to insert a insurrection. Be okay with killing my husband and think I'm going to show up and shake your hand.
Right.
And from the time the Obamas left office, she said it made her sick to her stomach when she got on the plane. So from that point on, Cece, not just protecting her peace, she protecting her integrity. And I'm agree with you, Kenny, that Obama, that's my one big issue with him. He's too damn affable for me. He seems like he's a brilliant orator, seems like a decent man on every level, but the fundamental thing is he wants to be affable and be liked. And I think he's lost a lot of his shine as a ex-president, as a man. If he just, sometimes you have to stand up on principle. This man excoriated you for every day of your life. He was in the office, and even since you've been gone, he blamed everything on you. He questioned your birthright. So for you to sit next to him, it smacks of hypocrisy. I wish he was a little bit more like me. You can sit right next to me, and I can look you in your mother effing face
and wouldn't say word.
Exist.
That's me too. Me too.
Yeah, you know that's all of us. And I mean all four of us.
I actually have a little bit of a difference of opinion of y'all. Okay. Although I love me some Michelle, and she could honestly do no wrong in my book, I would have felt like as the wife to my husband, I would have been there to support him, because just like if I can't stand him, he probably can't stand him either. But he feels an obligation as former president to be present at that time. So now he may have been upset with me after I got there, because I would have been like, oh girl that was preaching and basically called him the devil and just did him dirty in front of everyone. I would have been more like that. Now he would have had to give me a pep talk from the time we entered. Don't say nothing. Don't you do it. You better not. You ain't got to shake his hand, but don't slap his head. Like it would have been like that. Then they would have had all kind of moments of me on camera, rolling my eyes, doing that to him, and talking bad about looking his wife up and down. They would have been like, see, this is why we don't have black folks in the White House. That's what they would have said about me. But I would want my husband to be just like me and be just as petty. Why not? He served his 8 years. Nothing bad can happen to him at that point. I think it would make him more likable, because I feel like Democrats always take the high road on everything. And it's time to like take a page from their book. It clearly works. Be a little petty and say what you think what you say. You know what I'm saying? So I would have showed up, but I would have like did the funeral, did the inauguration, and did the peace out, and been in my car and like would have been on live, really truly getting my nails done. Just to be petty and probably say something inappropriate. But that's just me, and why I would probably never be a first lady at anything. White House, church. I don't qualify for those types of positions. But that's all it is. I'll go back now to minding my business, and big ups to my big sis. I'm proud of her for standing on business, but I kind of wish she would have been there to support her husband.
I see your point. I see that.
And that's a valid point, but you know. You damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Because she didn't show. Now we got all this weird speculation in the background that he has to debunk.
Yeah. You know, as the resident husband on this show, you know what I'm saying? I'll just say this as a perspective for him. For me, like you said, they're gonna say something if she's not there. Yeah. But what are they gonna say when she's there, and then she is who she is? And then I'm gonna have to whoop somebody.
You know
what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Will Smith moment.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right. So listen, I'd rather take the heat. Now, baby, you right, because I know you, and I know what I would do if you do what you do.
Right.
And everybody need to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that for the resident husband, I'm just telling y'all, because he lets her be who she gonna be.
Right.
And what he won't do is he won't let y'all know what I would do if y'all step out of line now, because again, we're not playing that. So I'm just
both of y'all beautiful sides.
No, I get it. Yeah, both sides. I see it.
I'm just saying, we love y'all, and listen,
y'all two married. Me and
that's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm gonna show up with some holes on my arms, so you know they can act how they want to act.
President Pimp.
Just give it to him.
God, he ain't changed a bit. You still selling it? Never mind. I don't even want to know. Don't worry about it. I know that thing went up this year. Yes, sir. I know that thing went up this year. Well, listen, y'all.
Eggs and ass. They both went up this year. You didn't know that?
I'm sick of that.
Oh,
we are officially back. Yes, sir. Is you drinking today?
I don't think nobody's drinking today unless
no. She's drinking.
I'm not. I was gonna take it easy.
I'm not either.
Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate y'all. Listen, so again, y'all know I love these three, and they wouldn't let me do my show last year, so I got to do my show this year. But I'm gonna do it one show at a time. So I had a few things I wanted to bring up in our final show, and I said, well, I'll just do them, one segment at a time. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey.
That's the line for the show right there.
Yeah, that
right
really
there.
is. That is.
And listen, you find somebody freaky enough, they'll probably eat both of them. All right, I'll move on. I'm sorry.
You know what?
All right, listen. So I took a lot of time to find some things about our show last year, and I felt that they were some great shows. And one of the greatest moments of our show last year, we don't pick on him much, but he don't give us a lot to deal with either. But Brother Kenny, man, you got nominated for one of the clips of the year, and I got to show it.
Oh, hey.
And you know what I'm saying, and we just go talk about it because I just got some more questions about how these things went. So would you say, Mr. I get 18 large? I don't know where this is going, but all right. All right, we'll let you make it.
Miss Corey, you giving us a little bit too much information. Where we going with that?
I'm staying out of that.
Yeah, we're gonna stay out of that. Okay. Well, here it is, Miss Tori. Lord, I'm tripping. Here is Brother Kenny and his moment of 2024, shining the light on a little bit. Y'all check this out.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. We can't see it, Brenton.
We can't see it, Brenton.
Oh, y'all can't see it?
No.
Because it ain't there. Shit. What you mean?
Hell, I thought the damn light went out.
That's what I get. That's what I get for jacking up stuff. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, okay.
It's crazy. Okay, all right. Let me see. See, Lee, I thought I did it right the first time.
You did.
Did I? Okay, let me do this. Let me share my. Okay. All right. And maybe that's right. Is that right now?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Miss Tori, we brought that up last week. So yeah, most definitely. Again,
thank you, Miss Tori. Yes. It's only the first level now. I hadn't made it to the ass level, but we getting there. Thank you, Miss Tori. Appreciate it.
To the what level?
I'm only at the bottom level. I haven't made it to the ass.
Level. He ain't on the other level.
Stop it.
To the ass level. When you get to that level, does you get more ass?
This is a test. This is only a test.
Now you gotta incentivize me if that's gonna bring me that ass.
This is a test. This is only a
Man, that was one of the most.
Remember that?
That was one of the most
hilarious.
Oh my god, dude, that was so funny.
Too funny.
Because Kenny, you were so serious in trying to explain.
Victoria, coconut milk and coconut rum.
I did say ads. It was ads.
You said ass level. You was already saying in 2024 you was going to Pound Town more. You was trying to get to that. That's exactly the level you was trying to get to.
Oh man!
What were they doing your DMs? You want that level? That you.
So now we know who's getting them eggs. And okay, all right then. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
I still
Add
said
to that. That's what he
ass.
do. Add to that. Add to that.
It went so well because you said, I ain't got to the
at the
ass.
bottom. I'm still at the bottom. Oh my goodness, man.
Oh, man.
So
That
y'all,
was hilarious.
I was so disappointed that we couldn't do the show because I got so many more clips I want to show. It was so good, and I started with Kenny because it was one of the funniest ones, but I got all three of them, so don't y'all worry. Y'all come back and check us out as the Mondays come on, because I got plenty more to show. So the best of 2024, Kenny, you are nominated, sir. Definitely.
I see. Well, take it. I appreciate the nomination
for the ads level. Yes, sir. Thank you. Always. All right. Listen. I can't let this one go either. I was going to, and I was going to switch it up, but I was told don't. So we're going to keep it going. But I want to do some Family Matters things, like the TV show Family Matters. And so basically, does family matter? Can we talk about Family Matters? And just continue to just help bring some clarity to some real life situations. And so one of the family matters I want to talk about today is blended families. And do they work? Is it really, what are the issues there? You know what I'm saying? And are there some tips to trying to either discourage or encourage these type of relationships? So Kenny, what do you think about blended families? Well, let me define it. I'm sorry. so everybody can be on the same page. A blended family is a family where the two people have kids together and also kids from other relationships, and they come and they form one family. And so I just kind of want to talk about this. So Kenny, what do you think, man? Good, bad, and different, and what you think?
I think we live in society now where it's a lot of blended families. I mean, there's a lot of people that's divorcees or widowers or whatever, or single and just already had children, and they meet someone that already has children and they come together. And so you see it a lot. Is it good, bad, or indifferent? I just think there's been some good situations where the blended families worked. I've seen some, but I also know there's some challenges there, and I think we all know that there was going to be challenges there when two people that bring children from a previous relationship into a marriage, because it depends on the age of the children, because if they used to seeing a biological parent, mother or father, they're gonna come in, they're not gonna like the new person in the life. So that's a challenge for those two new people getting together. So it's definitely again, it's a lot of those, and it's a challenge, I think, for most people. I can't speak on that because I never did that, so I don't know. But I've viewed them from afar. So this is an interesting topic. I never really think about that.
We've been gone for a very long time, so I have quite a few things to talk about. All right, problems. Sister, what are your thoughts about blended families?
Well, I've literally had a relationship that I thought may never end in what should have been a dramatic Lifetime movie because of blending some damn families. Like literally, nothing he and I had going on. So sometimes it does not work, but it did teach me a lot. It taught me that those are always their children. You will never be their mother. You will never be, you should never try to be somebody's mother or try to treat them the same as your kids, because it just, you got to learn to kind of sit back and read the room, because your sister I almost went to jail like one night over some stuff. So yeah, it doesn't always work.
Okay, so you brought up something I'm gonna bring up, but since you said it, I don't want to have to come back to it again. You brought up, why do people think that you can treat all of the kids the same? Why do people think that?
Because in my mind at that time, I'll tell you what I was thinking. It's more important to me for a child to never feel like an outsider or to ever feel like they're treated less than or different than. I actually would rather treat them better because they're in an environment that they're more uncomfortable with than something. And when I say better, I mean that I don't mean it like
it's hard though, but you
know what I'm saying? I want them to feel comfortable in an environment that they've never been in because their life has been like altered, like big time. They're coming into my world, my environment, my kids, their space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm going to go out of my way to let this kid know that you matter to me just as much as my kids. And I'm not talking about love because that's totally different, but you matter to me as much as my children matter to me.
Interesting. Yeah. So I mean, and again, the problem with that, it brings about the overcompensating, and then the animosity towards the jealousy towards the kids, and then even the misinterpretations of things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But I also sat down with my children beforehand to say, hey, this person's coming into our environment. Please keep in mind, unlike you, this is what they have going on in their life. So we want to make sure we're not doing this or that. Or if you notice something, you can tell me, but make sure you're not rude or don't make anyone feel uncomfortable, blah, 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 blah. That was me trying to go out of my way to do it right. And no good deed goes unpunished.
Sure. 100%. Black. Okay. What you thinking? Because I got one more question I want to ask about this.
So I love the topic.
Thank you.
And it's got a lot of meat on the bone here. And so when you give me the choices of good, bad, or indifferent, in a perfect world, it should be good. Because as Brother Kenny says, the reality of where we live now is most people, relationships don't work. You know, they don't live forever. Marriage, there's a 50% fail rate in marriages. And that's even if you make it to marriage, the average person you're going to meet that's of age to date is probably got children. And not to mention the babies that we as men, we make out there. And so you're going to run into somebody that has kids, and that's a part of the package. So in a perfect world, it should be good. Now, I can't afford to feel indifferent about it because I have to personalize this. And for me, it's bad for some of the same reasons why Sister brought up. Because what we want to do, but what we have to truly face, the reality is we don't even treat our own children the same. We say we do, but they're favorites amongst even children. I come from a family of 11, and I'm the Joseph of the family. I've always accepted that. It's made me who I am.
They tried to
and so absolutely, no doubt about it. I spent a lot of years, 20 years, in fact, where I cried a bit, wondering why I never truly fit into my family. Until it made me strong enough to be able to walk in my own path of independence. Having said that, it's bad for me because what it's done, particularly to the Black family, which has created an environment where you're trying to blend these different relationships together, and it creates an environment that's not real because it has, at this stage of 57 years old, I've come to the realization I will probably never be in a serious relationship. I'm looking for a situationship because my views and my values are different than what somebody else is willing to bring to the table. I'm still old school. I believe in whooping ass. And so this time out shit and go stand in the corner and easy parenting, that wouldn't work for me. And so for me to bring my values to a relationship where a woman's going to tell me you're not his biological father or parent and you can't do this, that, and the other, and we're a package deal, and your son of a bitch is going to be sitting there with his feet up eating my food, not going to happen. Also, this whole idea that kids can live at home as long as they like, I don't agree with that. I believe in putting asses out when you get grown and fly on your own. I know my views are antiquated when it comes to what the relationships are now. So the blended family thing, it literally for me doesn't work. I recognize that. I'm not about to change. And so it's going to likely prevent me from finding somebody because I have accepted that I can't truly pair with a young person. I mean, I could stuff myself in the head and tail, but we ain't gonna connect any other way than that. And so any woman that's of my age group, she's likely to have kids. And again, I'm at a point where I have to work professionally, but I hate people. Now, I hate my own kids. I don't want your damn kids coming in, so no, that's just not gonna work.
Whew, we'll take a break on that.
This is a test.
I mean,
he said he ate his own kids.
Yeah. That's already in the running for 2025. Oh, I hate my own. Well, all right. Okay, so listen, even to Curl's and Sherry's point, they're on two sides of the spectrum, which I definitely what you're saying, Curl. You're definitely blessed by your situation, and I definitely understand Sherry's as well. And here's my next question, and I'll move on after this because, like you said, there's so much on this bone that we could talk about. We will be bringing the series back as a show, but we may have to come back to this. But so in the relationship, I you know, you get a lot of people who get upset, whether it's the kids. Do y'all think the kids have a right to be upset about the situation because sometimes they maybe want the original family to be back together? And then on top of that, who has the most responsibility, or is it balanced? And you can just take whichever one you want when it comes to the parent about the kids. Who has the most responsibility when it comes to that? Because again, you have all these ideologies coming in, right? And it's just so much that you're trying to, if the two shall become one, and then you rip that apart, and then all of a sudden now you're trying to, you know, take some duct tape and put this stuff back together. I mean, go ahead, Kenny, what you think?
Man, again, this has so many layers to those particular questions. I think it depends on the children's age. I think that definitely has a lot to do with how you maneuver with that relationship, that blended family. If they're a lot younger, the transition is probably a lot easier. It's going to be a little bit easier because they're younger. Now, if you're talking about preteens and teenagers, that's going to probably be a little bit more difficult because, believe me, they're going to most likely ain't gonna not like the new person. No matter what that person does, they can be just as gentle and nice with them. They just ain't gonna like them, and I get it. They want their real family together. So this, in my mind, this is where, and I know a lot of people don't believe it, that's some trauma that needs to be addressed. And how do you address it? You ought to sit down and get counsel. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah, no, for sure. Devin, I know you spoke on that already. If you got a little more you want.
I just want to add, there's a flip side to that coin as well. There's a possibility because, again, Brother Kitty's right. It depends on the age of the children. But there's a flip side in the sense that this is where core values, principles, how that person's raised. Because if that woman has older children and they want their mom's best interest to be at heart and you're a good dude, maybe they're okay with it, versus having more issues with the younger ones because that ain't my daddy, and you know what I'm saying, I can't connect to this person, and there's a chasm, a break, because now they've been cheated out of having two parents in their life, and here you're coming along. So it's so complicated. You know what I'm saying, in that sense. And again, I'm gonna throw my age in here again. I'm 57. Goo goo gaga hell. I don't want to see no damn little kids touching my walls and spilling shit and all that kind of stuff. No.
Sister, you got a little more you add? Or?
Well, Black, you also got to keep in mind at this age too, you could be dating somebody that got grandkids and they still gonna be coloring on your walls. So I mean,
why they can't visit. That's why they can't be here.
And I feel like some people keep their grandkids more than they dealt with their own kids. So you got to be kind of careful with that too. But I couldn't deal with nobody that's young. Teenagers, I just got lucky in my current situation that there was already a lot of respect there. They had adjusted to not being together. I didn't feel like there was, because with girls, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes there's competition between stepmama
and the daddy,
and for the dad's attention, and also feeling a loyalty to their own mama, and it can cause a lot of conflict. So I was kind of fortunate in this one. The last one, it was bad because he just had a lot of guilt, and she was the she devil, and she felt like I was interfering, and it was like I became the side piece of my own damn house. So y'all know that didn't work, right? Wow. And when I say side piece, it was like I actually kind of weird. Like anyway, well, that's a story for another day. So yeah, my whole thought process in dating now was the older they are, the closer they are to being grown and moving on with their life. That was my thought.
Okay, well, lastly, and I'll be done. I'll give it. We'll move on to the next one. So, if you said 50-50, should people just wait until the kids are gone? You're gonna have problems no matter what. Because again, what we've talked about here is it just depends on the individuals.
Some kids don't move out. Some people got sons that's 35 still living at home.
Never happens.
And it's not like when I was not living with my mom, got a divorce, moved back home for a little because stuff happened in life. Let's be honest, y'all. Sometimes you got to get back on your feet, so you got to
right
on whatever. And then, but some of them just don't want. They want to play video games until they 35. To some other thirsty ass woman, lonely enough and desperate enough to take their stinking ass in. That's what they want. They want to go from their mama to their second mama, and they don't want to move out. And I couldn't be with nobody like that.
And we created an unreal expectation for this generation when they turn on TikTok and they're dancing and they're creators and they're living in houses better than not that I live in, that I will ever live in. So, and the parents aren't enforcing them to be independent. And so they're not moving on. And we created this idea that, in many cases, you see sons. I always talk about mothers and sons, where sons become the de facto man in their life and they're the protector and this, that, and the other. And sometimes with good reason, because they've watched their men make bad decisions and they're protective of their mother. And I get it. And that's why I'm being so serious. I've come to the realization I can't have a permanent woman. I can just have a little jump off every now and then.
All right. I'm finna, y'all. He's chomping. I'm finna give it to him. Hey, Tiff, good to see you. She said our blended family isn't perfect, but it works for us. And I think in this moment, and I'll be done. It's a case by case thing. Do not throw a blanket over this thing, and do your homework. Here's my thought on this. A blended family will expose every person's true character.
Ooh.
It will expose you.
Ooh.
And so if you ain't a good person, you sure they're gonna be a good person now, right? Because there's a lot of selflessness that has to go in these relationships. And that's not who we are. We're more selfish innately. But if it's working, well, you just expose the character that you have. And if it's not, well, the truth still remains the same in that moment. It exposes the character. So y'all be careful out there. All right. Yeah, stop lying about who he is. Because that thing gonna catch up with you. All right, y'all. Listen, he's been waiting on us and we've been waiting on him. And y'all, I don't know where this is going, but enjoy that mud bath. Please.
Enjoy that mud bath.
Come on, brother. Let him have it.
So when we left you guys at the end of 2024, we hadn't entered into this new administration. So there was still a little bit of hope. And I remember us even on this panel wondering who would win and this, that, and the other. And here we are. The reality is on January 27th, we got who we got. And I remember when he was projected the winner, and I remember staying up in my bed in my bedroom that night, and it was clear. It wasn't even close. It was a runaway. And I had to mentally prepare myself to how was I going to address this the next day. And of course, it's announced this, that, and the other. And I remember coming to work and people were absolutely devastated in some ways. It was an emotional shock and some people still dealing with that. Mm-hmm. So I want to give this message out to my brothers, my Black people. This is who I do this for. Damn the others, as Shaq might say. So there's a famous line in the movie The Equalizer that I quote all the time. Denzel Washington and his character as McCall, he says, when you pray for rain, you have to deal with the mud.
Yes, sir.
Now, and he meant it in the sense of that he was coming for that ass. But my beautiful sister sitting down there, I'm sure she's had mud bath or even a mud facial. What does a facial do? It's a therapeutic spa treatment where it exfoliates the skin and it cleanses and you come out anew. So I want to talk to my brothers and sisters because I keep telling you guys that I've been saying this for the longest. Forget about what happened at the top. Can't do anything about that. In fact, let him beat his chest for the next or 90 something days, and then we'll see where it pans out. But Black people, we're the most resourceful people on the planet, and this too shall pass. But I want you to remember what got him there. When behind those closed doors and that curtain, and women and larger numbers than expected helped put him there. Trans LGBT community. But the ones in particular I want to talk about in this segment is for my Latino brothers, my other minorities, you know, and how they were truly helping put him in his office. So I want for Black people to, for once, mind your MFing business. Sit back, fold your hands, and watch this play out. So let me give you some numbers for that ass. And all the promises that was made, folks, we talked about through this show, eggs is through the roof. And if you want to know the truth, it's probably cheaper to get some ass than eggs right now. And because the nation's affordability crisis ain't going nowhere, folks. And in case you don't know, 80% of Latinos are working class people, and they're going to be ones affected by this the most. Did you guys know that the Affordable Care Act, which he's tearing down and this, that, do you know that most of the people on that is Latino? 6.5 million Latinos use Medicare, and they are insured through the Affordable Care Act. Undocumented workers account for 22% of all U.S. agriculture jobs, 15% of all construction jobs, and 8% of all manufacturing jobs. I don't know if y'all been watching the TV. Some of these Latino communities, they ghost towns now because they running scared because he rounding they monkey ass up and shipping them out even in military planes.
Yep.
And the Colombians saying, get your ass back to where you came from. So folks, Black people, we are the most forgiving people on the face of the planet. But I beg of you for once, make your name this and stay out of that mess. Sit back and fold your hands and let it unfold because you asked for this. Sometimes a good ass whooping is what people need. We will survive, Black people, because at the end of the day, most of us know how to get in there and make a meal out of chicken and some hot water cornbread and make some jiffy. We can go back to the basics. We created rap, folks. Rap was invented in the South Bronx and sold out of trunks and became the most dominant music on the planet. We do it all the time. Let him beat his chest. Let him have his moment. When we come out of this 100 days, we'll start doing what we need to do. Well, for once, let's take care of us and let the others enjoy that mud bath.
Woo, look at him in rare form. He gonna always throw that booty in there. I promise you that. Oh, yeah. So thank y'all so much. Listen, great job today. Always. I don't know how many days we taking off this year because Devin got a new job. So again, she'll just let us know, right? What she's doing. But oh man, great job, y'all. I missed y'all so much, and I'm just gonna enjoy this time that we have. And I hope us being here for this last hour just gives you a moment to just stop thinking about everything stupid, right? And if we ain't coming here for nothing else, we may bring it up, but we're gonna get on it. We're gonna get out the way, and we're gonna start just enjoying ourselves, having good conversation, so we can go to bed and sleep good. So if we don't do nothing else for y'all, that's what we bringing y'all, a time to just get away. That's right. And so I hope we did that. And y'all, I appreciate y'all. I've enjoyed this time with y'all today, and I'm so glad to be back with y'all. But it's final thoughts time, always. And we will start with my brother, Captain Kenny.
There you go.
All right. Listen, this is the only week I'm gonna do it because I'm get these other two things. I got them.
hey, that's all right. I'm gonna be. Hey, I'm the pilot flying this plane, and I'm gonna flying it. And that's what we gonna do in 2025.
That's it. Getting that booty and getting that ass.
Getting some ass on them ass and flying this plane. That's what we're gonna continue to do. But on a serious note, my final thoughts. It's kind of my whole mantra for the year 2025, and I'm gonna be totally unbothered about all the noise. And when I say about the noise, and I'm piggybacking off what Brother Black said.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just sit back and relax and watch this show, this reality show. So the next 4 years, just buckle up because it's probably gonna be a little bumpy ride, but don't get so consumed with it that you can't continue to live your life, man. Because we are we've survived much worse as a people. So don't let that convicted felon, man, get you off your true self, man. And look forward, keep doing what you're doing. Again, this ain't our fight. We can just sit back and kick our feet back up and say, I'm unbothered. I'm getting ready to go walk my fish, and I'm getting ready to go fly my cat. Because this ain't got itch to do with me. And that's exactly my attitude for the year 2025. So those are my final thoughts.
So you flying catfish, right?
Love
All right.
it. Love it.
Yeah, I'm walking my fish. Yeah,
I got you. And listen, if y'all missed that crypto train, don't miss that AI train when y'all investing, because it's coming. So if you did invest in Bitcoin and you lost, you didn't get a chance, invest in AI because it's going to be here, and Trump is investing a lot of money in it. So, so y'all come on, just get on the ride, get on the back of the bus and just ride the train. All right, sister, always a pleasure. Again, congratulations on your job. And
congrats, Lady D.
Thank you. I have a message for anybody, but primarily for the ladies. I want us to focus more on protecting our peace, not thinking it's our duty to take care of everybody and make sure everybody okay. Put your mask on first before you help others. For my single mothers, for a little while, you might have to sell a little ass for some eggs, but that's your business. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And don't be wasting eggs on unnecessary stuff. But if you got to sell a little ass on the side, don't nobody care. Just don't go to Black, because Black, you ain't gonna even get a 18 pack off of Black. Go to somebody else to get you some decent eggs, some eggs with some organic eggs. Ken got it. Ken, you get the egg layers best with Ken. But with Black, you gotta go to the farmers market on Saturday and get there first to get a few eggs. So just take care of yourself, look out for yourself. Like I say, protect your peace. Start planning for your financial future, y'all, because we ain't getting no younger. So that's been my agenda moving forward. I've always been a protect my peace person, but now I'm thinking of just about my financial future as well, because we just never know what's gonna come up. And right now I'm in a place where I don't have to sell ass for eggs, but I ain't above it.
She's not above it.
Okay.
I can just imagine how many DMs you get tonight. See, you done got yourself into it.
Lord.
It's gonna be it's gonna be eggplant emoji.
I'm good right now, y'all. I just bought an 18 pack. I'm good. I think I'm good for all of 2025.
They ain't heard you. I promise.
My sister did.
All they heard was the first part. All right.
And I don't disagree with nothing you said. So.
I know you don't. My brother.
You look, I made a decision to prioritize my health. At the beginning of the year, I went to all of my doctor's appointments. So I want to tell us, take care of ourselves. Yeah, but not just our physical health. I would like to see us, and you're going to see an intentional part of me talk more this year in 2025 about getting back to our spiritual health. Now, for those who know that I am not a religious person, but we got to incorporate God somewhere in here, folks, because we need him. And even for me personally, now I'm still going to be me, and I'm a firm believer that the big man upstairs, so to speak, he's judging it all. So, but having said that, part of my journey is going to be to recapture some of my spiritual growth. I've let that lapse the same way I've let my health lapse. So I just encourage people to take care of the whole part of yourselves. And like I said, we in store for a bumpy ride. Brother Kenny said it. And so, but at the same time, don't let it move you from your center. You still be who you are and be good to yourself, be good to your families. And maybe it will push us as a people back to our core and our center, because the effery, we started at the top of this show and we talked about what we want to let go. It's time, folks, in light of what's coming down that track, to truly stop making the effery and foolishness things the important things of our life. They were going to take away TikTok. You're not going to die without it. It's great to have it. You know what I'm saying? at the end of the day, look at what's in front of you and look at what's truly valuable and start to prioritize each other's in relationship with ourselves more. And last, I'll say, the way we fight back, and I'll talk more about this, is economically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Yeah, put your money somewhere in somebody's life insurance policy or something, y'all. Come on. Can't y'all not gonna make it. They burnt up all them houses in California. Now just come on, just telling y'all. So anyway, man, I cannot stress one more time. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my peoples forever. So I
love you back, brother.
Love you
yeah,
back,
man, brother. So just 100. So listen, y'all know I ain't gonna end not now. I'm on more shows without me talking about my final thoughts. So I got a question. What are you hoping doesn't happen this year? What are y'all hoping that doesn't happen this year? Again, it might, but I'm just asking. What are you hoping that doesn't happen this year, Kenny? What you hope don't happen this year?
I get an email from the White House telling me I need to report to the nearest cotton field at 6 a.m.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Sister, what you hoping don't happen?
I'm hoping we don't have another ice or snowstorm because I'm over it. Because I'm over that. I'm over the ice and the snow.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. Brother, what you
On a
hoping
serious note, I'm hoping that this doesn't fragment us more. And on a lighter note, I'm hoping these stinking asses don't get no bigger.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask a follow-up. Thank you, sir. We'll leave it at that. Thank you. Well, listen. All right. Well, there's a lot I hope that doesn't happen, but one thing I really hope doesn't happen is you don't have a party like this year.
Whoa.
What is happening?
Yeah.
I don't know who his wife is. She needs to start looking through his inboxes and look back at his history. He got some
right. She need to
look for some date naps or something. He got
you need to be checking his drawers too.
I mean, he done stretched out all her pumps, just all of them.
Man, did y'all see the little boy back there, though, man?
Yeah, that's what I started laughing. The little boy.
Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Listen, I know. Okay, just one more. If y'all didn't see the little boy back there, watch the little boy mimicking his food. Please,
yeah, watch the little boy.
And they voted for him. Guaranteed they voted for him. Listen, know who y'all inviting over for the holidays.
Got that right.
Please.
Yeah.
Please know who you inviting over for the holidays. Good night, man. That ain't how the game's supposed to go. And this boy sitting up with
got all kind of G-strings in there hiding.
Yes, no, listen, Miss Tori, do not y'all watch who y'all inviting to these parties this year. Because ain't no more closet. They all out now.
No, so
everybody's out and it's okay now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not homophobic, I'm just honest. And I'm just listen, I don't play that stuff. So y'all watching your kids, watching your kids, all that stuff, you had it. Okay. All right. I'm just thank you, Miss Tori. I appreciate it so much.
Miss Tori.
All right. Well, listen, until Devin tells us we ain't here, we see y'all on Monday. So that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny. And we out. Peace.